Advertising her agency. She sits at the truck stop and hands out CJs.
What?
Well, CJ's the next letter down. You know.
I know what you're saying.
I think they was trying to say that we sit at truck stops and do that, but it kind of made it sound like she was saying she sits at truck stops. Oh, Brenda. That was a lot. Hey, look, a lizard. Ah. Y'all people need prayed for. Seriously. No joke. None intended. You people need some prayer. And I hope tonight that when y'all all lay down, every one of y'all wake up tomorrow and y'all don't, y'all wake up fine. And y'all don't have any problems y'all need the Lord for. Because I tell y'all what, some of y'all are just despicable human beings. And y'all need prayed for. And tonight when I lay down, yeah, we'll pray for you guys. And when they can't trigger us on that one, they try to start triggering it on that. I just seen somebody pop in. I just asked who they was doing. Just being me. If you're still in here, how are you doing? You're definitely on the prayer list. And look, I don't care if you people from these awareness groups, I don't care what y'all think about the way I'm living my life and giving myself back to the Lord and trying to do better and trying to be more into the Bible and trying to be better for myself and my wife and just trying to be more of a spiritual person. I don't care if you believe it or not, because hey, it doesn't make a difference to me what you believe. So when I sit there, when I wake up in the morning and I do my daily devotional and I read my card and I get to my Bible and I say my prayer in the morning to get my day going, that's not for you guys. When I'm sitting here and I'm having a bad day and I look down at something that's usually on my wrist, but I didn't go anywhere today. And I look down and I see this. And I look down and I see this. This reminds me. This has kept. And I look down and I see this. This reminds me. This has kept me more grounded in faith than anything else I've ever tried to help me with. Always pray and never give up. Now, it's not the actual scripture, but Luke 18:1. If you want to go look that up, by all means, go look it up. Or, hey, give me 2 seconds. You know, if it was all that, I wouldn't have my Bible sitting there so close, right? I wouldn't have it sitting there so close. I wouldn't have it sitting there so close. So, and I still have to use the contents because I don't know where everything's at. We're going to go to 855. Now, I look at that every day. It's on my wrist all the time. I got a tan line on it. Give me a second, guys. We're going to get there. Remember, this is all an act. It's all a money grab. There's 16. There's 17. There's 18. Luke 18:1. Like I said on the bracelet, they didn't put the whole thing on the bracelet. And he told them a parable to the effect that they ought always to pray and not lose heart. But yeah, this is all an act, guys. It's all an act. It's all an act. It's all an act. It's all an act. Diana, I got that one. I was walking out of Walmart, and these guys had a thing set up, and they was selling them. There was a church-based program that was helping men get off drugs and stuff like that. And I picked one up for a couple of bucks to help them out. And that has been the absolute best thing I've ever had to keep me grounded in faith. I do believe you can order them off Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can order that exact one. We're trying to get closer to God. I know y'all just got closer to my forehead, so I was trying to put my stuff up. If you can sit there and you want to poke fun at somebody for trying to get closer to God and being a better Christian and live a spiritual life, you definitely need prayed for. If you can get on here and see a preacher who is sitting there just taking prayer requests at night for people who are going through a lot, and y'all can get on his page and talk trash about him when he's praying for people. Now, I'm not saying I have those people on here. I just seen that earlier, and it made me sick to my stomach. And he took that the best way. He was like, he had a notebook paper. Me, I just have my little thing here, and he had a actual notebook, and he was writing down their names. And he was like, I'm gonna put you in the prayer because that's what we have to do. We have to pray for the ones that are against us, just like we pray for the ones that are with us. And I just went, man. I got on here earlier and I was so upset. I'd sit down and listen. When I tell you, I sat down and I compiled. This whole page, I went through everything. And I compiled. This whole page, I went through everything. Then I made it all nice and neat. And I made that whole page and a back page to it of things that was aggravating me off this site and another site. And I was mad, man. I was like, I got to get this off my chest. Had two people that are Angela being one of them. Two people are closer to me than anybody else. One saying, don't do it. The other one saying, if you need to do it, do it. But the more I got into it, the more I stopped being angry. And I started becoming more relaxed. I don't care what anybody thinks about how I'm serving the Lord, how I'm reading my Bible, how I'm trying to get close to Him. Am I a perfect Christian? No, I'm not nowhere close to it. Am I somebody who is hungering for more? Yes. Is this something I've been battling back and forth for most of my life? Yeah. Have I ever been this deep into the dive? No. No one should ever have to come on this app and worry about being made fun of because of their Christian beliefs. No one should have to come on this app and be worried about being bullied because of their size. Nobody should be body shamed. Nobody should be bullied. But we've got to do better about praying for those people who are doing the bullying and the body shaming. It is, Diana. It really is. For me, was when stuff starts lining up. Like when I'm like, man, why? God, I've been praying for this for a year and a half now. Why? Why? And then I open up this app, and it's a preacher on here. I can't think of his name. And the first thing he says is, and I'm sitting there reading the Bible, and I'm in my head thinking, how much more are we got to go through? How much more with her health do we got to go through? How much more to this? How much more to that? How much more can I pray on this? How much more can I say this? And I get on here, and the first thing that preacher said in his thing, he said, "You wondering why God ain't gave it to you?" He said, "Because you ain't ready for it yet. And God knows that if he gave it to you right now, you ruin it." And I just went, whew. That spoke to me. Like I felt like that preacher called me on FaceTime to tell me that. I've been bullied my whole life. I know exactly how it is to be bullied. I've been bullied because, listen, I was a 12-pound baby. There ain't never been a time in my life where I've looked like everybody else around me. What's up, James? There ain't never been a time in my life where I've been the small guy. I was always the tallest guy in the class and the biggest guy in the class, and I always got made fun of. And I used to come home and tell my daddy that. And Daddy told me one day, he said, "Boy," he said, "I'm tired of you coming home crying over these people at school." He said, "Tomorrow, one of them makes fun of you." He said, "You better ball your fist up and punch him in the mouth. If you ain't gonna get in trouble here at home." And that's what I did. And I like to say I won that fight. But I ain't supposed to lie. Took me a few times popping people in the mouth to realize that you got to learn how to fight too. So, this is really went a different direction, guys. I'm sorry it's gotten this way. It's just the bullying and stuff on here, guys. It's so bad. People checking out of their lives. Y'all know what I mean by checking out, over people being bullying them on social media, and people think it's funny.
Oh, yeah, we always say something.
Do you want to be seen, or
It don't matter. He said something about that, and I was talking to one of my male nurses whenever I was in the hospital, and we was talking about social media and stuff. Well, his wife is therapist, or no, at school, at one of the schools here. where the students go in there, talk to them, and
Guidance counselor.
guidance counselor. Well, this student apparently goes in just about on a daily and talks to her, and it's all over social media bullies, and that's pitiful. This baby should not have to go in to a guidance counselor just about every day at school and speak to her over social media bullies.
I agree. She's doing a little better. Still hurting. She has a doctor visit on Tuesday. I agree. The kids don't need social media. Social media is just too much. Sealer's girl, I'm going to tell you, I battled my faith. I did. I battled my faith. I've cussed the Lord. I've done it all. The moment that I finally decided to not be hard headed and go, Lord, this is me. This is how I am. Change me. Change me. I'm yours to be changed. And then I took something that kind of a guy told me one day. He said, "Look," he said, he said, "This helped me." He said, "It might help you." He said, "When you go to pray, you asking God to take all your problems away." And he said, "Stop it." He said, "Don't ask God to take another problem away from you." He said, "Ask God to give you the strength and knowledge to get through every problem you have." And he goes, "Ask him to help give you the strength to climb the mountain, not move the mountain." And I was just like, okay, we'll try that. So that's how I started praying. And I've told this story. I haven't told it to a few people here that probably, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but I'm going to tell it again. We were staying at the Emerald Inn Hotel. We lost our room. We didn't have the money to eat on. We didn't have gas money. We didn't have the money for a room. It was back when it was hot. And we went down to the old YMCA. We went parked around the back of it. Nobody ever came up. And that's when I had my Jesus breakdown. I guess that's what we can call it. I sat there and I said some things that, man, it was horrible. It was horrible. To the point to where I was cussing the Lord. I told Angela, I said, none of this is real. It's just a made up book that somebody wrote down and we follow blindly because it makes us feel good. And she never got on board with that. Thank goodness. But I sat there and I said, you know what? If this Lord is such a great Lord, let him show me something. Show me a sign. I need to see something. I'm saying this out loud to her. And she's in tears over it all. And I'm like, show me a sign. I need to see something. And it wasn't a minute later, this little white SUV looking car starts pulling up the hill. This is a big hill. You sit on top of it, you see everything down below. And I'm like, nobody ever comes up here. That's why we park there so much. It's always just us up underneath a good shade tree for hours and nobody would bother us. The car pulls up in front of me, and the guy who gets out, a guy by the name of Brad, he's from here. He walks over to the car and starts talking to us, and he's like, I don't normally come up here on my lunch. He's like, but God told me I needed to be here today. He said, so here I am. And he talked to us for a little while and everything, and he ended up helping us out that day. But he's helped me more that just helped us with the hotel room that day. That man refused to give up on anything with me moving forward towards the Lord. When I was being tested the most, phone rang, and it'd be him. He dropped what he was doing to come pray with me. But it was that sign when we were sitting on top of that hill at the old YMCA where I was like, Lord, if you're real, show me something. And then here comes the most religious man I've ever known in my life up the hill to pray with us, talk with us, and helped us. And I was like, okay. I don't have to ask twice for you to get my attention. And it's been a rocky road back and forth. But I've stayed it more this time than any other time ever. And I don't plan on getting off that road. I don't care how rocky it gets. We're going to ride it out and we're going to pray about it. So I know we've gotten so far off topic tonight. Really wasn't the main topic to this live. Here talk. I hope maybe somebody might pop up that could help us with the rest of our room. But it has, through the very hateful, very inappropriate names that was made and stuff, on there, it kind of just led us to a different place. But Deb, you're 100% right. God never leaves us. Steelers, you got to listen. DMs are always open here. My phone goes off when something comes on. If you need to talk about faith, something, I might not be able to give you the answer, but I know enough good people that I can direct you towards them, and they'd help you. Well, I have to get off here in a little while. I'm not saying I'm getting off right this second. I've got to go take my night meds. All right, Diana, you have a good one. We've been on about an hour, and that's about how long I said we'd be on when we first got on. But they're not winning tonight. They're not winning anymore. They're not going to win anymore. They can act like they won. They can act like they've done this. They can say, oh, we ran them off live. They can trash me out on other sites. They can trash me out on this site. They can be happy when we don't have the money for the room. I'm still going to pray for them because they need it. That's and thank you for the heart me there, Shay. Sorry I missed that just a second ago. I've got to stop letting this is I love this saying. I get told this about twice a week from somebody. I'm like, I'm trying. I really am. I'm really trying. I've got to stop listening to criticism from people that I wouldn't listen to their advice. Stop listening to criticism from people you wouldn't listen to advice from. That's what I get told a couple times a week. So I got to start being better on that. I need to start praying for a little bit more strength on not watching. I'm not really watching them. I get sent stuff and I get aggravated. Darcy, I will answer that in a DM only. I do not talk about working on here because too many there's been too many problems when I talk about jobs and stuff on here. I do not mind answering that in private, but I know it sounds odd to even answer the question that way, but it's just been too much to discuss that on here. But so we was trying to come up with $25 more to cover the room for Tuesday. We do have it covered for tomorrow. We are good tomorrow. Tomorrow night we'll have a safe place. Oh, exactly, Deb. It's been too much with. I'm laying y'all down for a second. You want your phone, baby? You probably lost over there. I was charging her phone up. It's just things get to you after you see it so many times, and you want to defend yourself, and you want to just, tell people to, kiss your butt, and it's just. I can say they don't condone it, they don't back it up all they want, but when one of the awareness people on here, and just stop already and see who it is, when she runs and operates the group on a different website that does the body shaming, that does the the horrible way they talk about me and my wife, and it's like you condone it if you allow it to happen, then you condone it. That's the way I look at it. Deb says she loves your voice.
Oh, thank you.
She gets it a lot. That little southern twang you got going on. Yeah, I try to let it all go. I try to just pray about it, let it go. Sometimes it just keeps piling up on me, and I get other things bothering me, and then I'm just like, here we go. But I got it all off my chest today, and we're going to start looking at things in different ways. So, stay on for another 4 minutes. That's just my ADHD, not ADHD. My ADD. I don't really have that. I just say, things we got to be like. We've been on for an hour and 6 minutes. I'm like, okay, I got to make an hour and 10. I can't do like an hour and 6 and just end it. I don't know what. I'm not. That's not ADD. That's OCD, ain't it? When something's got to be a certain way, that's OCD, not ADD. Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't sound right when I said that. So my OCD about my time's got to be perfect on there. Yeah, it's like if I ended it now, I'm just like, Man, that was an hour and 6. I could have stayed on till. And then this is what's going to catch me in the time frame right here. About an hour and 7 minutes, but it's going to make it 10:18 here if I end at an hour and 10 minutes. So then I'm like, should I end at 10:15? No, because then it's an hour and 7 minutes. It's just one of them things. But if anybody would like to help with the last little bit of what we have to go towards the room, guys, it would be appreciated. We're $25 short to pay up the room for another day. That's the first comment that I seen from you. You must be getting filtered. If you will, Marie, if you will send another one, but kind of like maybe throw an emoji in there or space in between a word, or like, you know how you got comments spelled out if you put COM space MENT, maybe that might keep it from being filtered. Hey, Detroit, it's been a while. How are you doing? Ooh.
Shortcake oatmeal cream pies.
They've got a new oatmeal cream pie ice cream sandwich.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I said.
Pepper, strawberries, and cream. I know I've had that.
I had Dr. Pepper strawberries.
Look at it, though. It looks different.
It looks like strawberry soda.
That's what caught me off hard.
Well, I don't know what account you was blocked on coming through the door, so I don't. What account was you blocked on? We'll try to figure out why and figure out a solution.
Oh.
So, I'm at my 110, and I'm trying to wait for this comment, so I'm going to have to go to 115. God bless it. Let me hit your stomach. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Yeah, Marie, I would have to know what account you was blocked on, like your screen name. If you want to DM it to me, we can figure it out that way. How you been, Jennifer? We'll stick around for a few more minutes just because Jennifer popped in. It's we got 10 inches of snow here with ice on top of it. During the day, it's not too bad, but at night, our parking lot's frozen over. Can't get to Milan. New Bern's not that big of a deal to get to. Yeah, our 10 was too much. If you can DM me, we can talk about it. I give everybody the benefit of a doubt, but usually everybody who gets on here and says they can get me work, it never goes anywhere. Like that one guy was like, man, I need somebody to drive a vehicle.
Yeah.
Drive a truck, and I can drive a dump truck like he was talking about.
Yeah, it's usually not.
Yep. It's been cold here. We're warming up tomorrow. We're warming up to the 40s with some sunshine tomorrow, so hopefully this stuff melts off our parking lot here. I mean, you can DM me or we can talk about it here. I know I can't get to Milan. Milan and Newbern's pretty good far away distances.
Yeah.
All right. What is it? I mean, you can send the information. We can talk about it here. It doesn't matter to me. I know about every place in Newbern to work at. I don't know too many places in Milan. I don't remember too much from my FedEx days up there. I didn't do Milan too often, though. Who said that, Jeff? Guys, I'm about to call it a night. Heads. And, okay. I'll be waiting for it. Okay, Marie. You too, Jennifer. You too. Steelers Girl, your DMs are always open. Guys, that is an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to get off here and talk to you guys later, man. Thank y'all for everybody coming in and talking, for all the gifts. That was weird. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all be safe. Safe.
I mean,